We have a pretty big St. Louis Cardinals update in today's MLB recap. We have some trade rumors surrounding both Nolan Arenado and Sonny Gray. We also have to talk about the fact that Paul Goldschmidt, he is now a free agent. So who are they going to replace Goldie with, or are they going to bring him back? Dave Roberts, the manager of the Dodgers, he spoke out on Shohei. He said that there is a 0% chance of Shohei pitching in the World Series. But then again, this is the same dude who fabricated a life-altering moment with Manny Machado when Manny I put that in air quotes, threw a baseball towards the dugout. We also have to talk about the legacy of Aaron Judge. Is it more impacted by this World Series than Ohtani? And also Juan Soto, he turned 26 years old today. Some contract details are officially bubbling. We have a lot to talk about. Real quick, everyone, don't forget that MLB Recap is brought to you by SeatGeek. Use code Fuzzy to save 20 bucks off all of your sporting tickets and concerts. And today is the last day to use code Fuzzy on Underdog Fantasy to get a free Aaron Judge pick'em. It is courtesy of me. Thank you, Underdog, for hooking up my audience. It really means a lot. So Underdog Fantasy, use code Fuzzy. It's completely free, along with this Victor Wembanyama pick'em. You're welcome. So before we talk about Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, and what the Cardinals could be doing moving forward, I do want to talk about the birthday boy himself, Juan Soto. I cannot believe that he's only 26 years old, and reports are circling that his AAV, his average annual value, will start with a 5. So he's going to get anywhere from 50 on up per season after the season comes to an end. Now, according to some websites, his production was worth exactly $50 million per year last year. So again, everything's lining up that he's going to get probably $500+ million, maybe even more if it goes past 10 years. Check this out. There are only 3 players in the history of baseball with 200 home runs and a 420 on base by the time that they turn 26 years old. Jimmy Fox, Mickey Mantle, and Juan Soto. We are talking about a pantheon, a generational type of offensive player. So because of his age, the historic start to his career offensively, $500 million over 10 years is probably the floor for Juan Soto. And it's crazy to say out loud that he once rejected $440 million from the Nationals, and that turned out to be a smart idea. Now, of course, it was $440 million over 15 years with a lot of deferrals. So Juan Soto bet on himself just like Aaron Judge did, and they both worked out. So let me know in the comments down below, what are your predictions for Juan Soto? 12 years, $600 million. Do you think that he's going to go to the Mets? Do you think he might go back to the Nationals? Maybe a surprise team like the Guardians will give him $1 billion. It's not going to happen, but what are your predictions for Juan moving forward? Now let's talk about Dave Roberts essentially confirming that Ohtani will not pitch in the 2024 World Series. And I say essentially confirming loosely because this is the same guy who fabricated a life-altering event with Manny Machado to try and hype his guys up. I don't believe that Dave is going to give his hand this early in the series. I would not put it past Dave to lie about this and save Ohtani for a game 6 or 7 situation if the bullpen is completely taxed. I do think that is still on the table. Now, staying with Ohtani, I do want to talk about Shohei and Aaron Judge in the same breath because to me, Judge's legacy is on the line. Since the 2019 playoffs, Aaron Judge is hitting 178 under 180 with a sub 650 OPS in 35 postseason games. That is a pretty big sample size if you ask me. So let me know in the comments down below, not only your predictions on Juan Soto, whose legacy is on the line more. Is it Aaron Judge? Is it Shohei Ohtani? Because so far, Ohtani, he has a near 940 OPS to begin his postseason career with 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. He's almost batting 290. So Ohtani, he's off to a hot start. Judge, he did have a hot start years ago in 2017 against the A's. He does have some home runs and RBIs since that point, but in terms of getting on base and having a decent batting average, it hasn't really been there. So whose legacy is going to be affected more if they not only lose, but let's say they lose and struggle? Or what about the opposite? If Aaron Judge wins the World Series, but he's bad yet again. Now we got to talk about Nolan Arenado, an elder statesman of the game of baseball. He is 33 years old, coming off maybe his worst full season ever, or at least his worst full season since 2013. Nolan only had 39 extra base hits last year. He used to be a penciled in 40 double guy, so to have 30 extra base hits total, that's kind of scary. He had a 101 OPS plus and got paid $35 million to do so. Because of all of that, I don't know who in their right mind would accept that sort of contract, but maybe they pull a sort of Rockies where they trade Nolan Arenado and then they send some cash. But then again, a lot of people were talking about that sort of deal happening with Giancarlo Stanton. The Yankees kept him despite all of the injuries and kind of regression, and it paid off big time in the playoffs. Maybe Nolan comes back and he's actually better because he's healthier in 2025, or maybe they do trade him to try and save some of that money. Same thing with Sonny Gray. He's going to be 35 years old. He's coming off one of his better seasons seasons ever, not in terms of ERA, it was at 3.8, but he did have the highest strikeouts per nine of his career for a full season with 203 strikeouts and 160-ish innings. Now, the thing about Sonny Gray, he made $10 million last year, which is nothing, but going into 2025, it's at $25 million, and then in 2026, at 37 years old, he's going to be making a whopping $35 million. So what should the Cardinals do? Do they let Paul Goldschmidt walk? By the way, Goldie, he just turned 37 years old. He's coming off his first ever season with a sub 100 OPS plus. He had the highest strikeout percentage and lowest walk percentage of his entire career. And even though he still somehow racked up 56 extra base hits, so even at his worst, he's still fairly good. He did make $26 million last year. That money is coming off the books. So what should the Cardinals do? Should they simply let Paul Goldschmidt walk and have Jordan Walker be the full-time first baseman? Should they also trade Arenado and Gray on top of that and try and get as much money back as they can? What do you guys make of the Cardinals going forward? Because they seem like a franchise in limbo. I don't know what they're going to be doing from here on out. So, of course, we're going to try and guess the batter and the pitcher like we do in every postseason recap. You guys should know who this is. But before we do that, I'm going to do a trivia game. I haven't done trivia, I don't think, at all this year. And I was born in 1996, so it might be tough for me to try and guess every single World Series winner since the year 2000, because I wasn't even really like a sentient fuzzy until 2002, 2003. And I didn't even really care about baseball until Grady Sizemore came around in like the 07, 08 era. So without further ado, I do know that year 2000, like the turn of the century, I believe that was the Yankees, and then they tried to, was it 3 in a row, or they wanted to go 4, something like that. But I know the following year, Luis Gonzalez walked them off. I'm pretty sure that was the year that Mo allowed the walk-off jam base hit up the middle to Luis Gonzalez. I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's it. And I know 02 is the Anaheim Angels. And then after the Anaheim Angels, I know it's the Florida Marlins, because they're some of the only teams in baseball that aren't actually called those names anymore. It's the Miami Marlins and the Los Angeles, why did I say it like that? Los Angeles Angels. So I know those. Who's 2004? Okay, so this is where I think I can go previous. So I'm going to start working back, because off the top of my head, 2004 was like, it could have been the White Sox, I mean, or the Cardinals. I remember being in a hotel in St. George on a club ball tournament, and the Cardinals won, and I know the White Sox, it could also be the Red Sox, so I'm going to come back to that. 2023, let's get some other choices off the board. I can't speak today. We're just going to go ahead and get the Rangers out the way. We're going to go back to 2022. That was the Astros. They beat the Phillies. 2021, that was the Braves. 2020, everyone calls it a Mickey Mouse championship. I get why, but I think the Dodgers won fair and square. That might be a hot take. 2019, that was the Nationals. 2018, that was the Steve Pearce Red Sox. My mom was a big Steve Pearce fan. I don't know why. 2017, we don't have to get much more into that. The Astros. 2016, also don't have to talk about that. I can't believe. I wish I was a YouTuber at the time of my team blowing a 3-1 lead. That would have been such great content. 2015, wasn't that the Royals? Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do real quick. I'm gonna get the Giants out the way, because I know they won every other year starting in 2010. So we have Giants. We're gonna go to 2012, and then 2014, I was in a Reno bar with all of my San Francisco buddies. They taught me the word hella. I'm pretty sure that this was 2014. All right, so far we're not doing too bad. So we have 2015. Who in the was this the Royals year? I know, like, God, wasn't it the Mets and the Royals, or was this the Red Sox year? I'm almost positive that, because it's definitely not 2013. No, that can't be. The Royals did not win in 2013. It has to be 2015. Okay, I'm trying to do the whole process of elimination thing. 2014. Oh, man, there's so many Red Sox options. Okay, let's go to 2009, because I know that's the last time. Yeah, okay, 2009, 2011. Oh, gosh. Let's go to the early days. So the earliest that we have now is 2004. 2004, it goes Florida. I'm pretty sure actually 2004's Red Sox. Okay. There's a time limit on this thing. 2005. Did it go Sox? The Phillies also won as well. Did the Phillies win? Did the Phillies beat the Rays in 2008? Oh, God. Okay. Who won in 2011? I should know that. 2011, 2008 as the Phillies. These are going to be so tough. These all washed together for me. 2011. I'm going to go. I'm pretty sure that Pujols won 2. One of them was earlier when I was in my travel ball team, or my travel ball team, and I'm pretty sure, okay, I got to clutch up. 2013 was the Boston Red Sox. Oh, no. I'm going to get these ones wrong. 2005 Wait, what are these? We got 45 seconds. 2006, 2005, 6, and 7. This is a guessing game. 2005. So 2004 was the Red Sox. They did not go back to back. I'm going to go 2005 White Sox. 2006 Cardinals. No way. Okay, those were out of my you-know-what. I don't even know if you can call that 24 out of 24 because the last few were just completely guessing. Now we got to guess some batters and pitchers. So I do know some ball. This one is completely easy. You guys should know that, especially if you're a Guardians fan and you never walked that guy. The pitcher, maybe not as easy. I will give you a hint. He's a rookie in the World Series, and it is not Ben Kasparius. I think that's how you say his name. This is Yamamoto. I'm going to go ahead and put Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Okay, so that is the pitcher. There we go. That one was easy. I keep forgetting he's only 26 years old. And then this guy is the ALCS MVP, Giancarlo Stanton. If you're a Dodgers fan, do me a favor. Make sure you just go to a game and yell the word ball 4. Just walk the guy. Don't pitch to him. That does it for today's recap. I hope that you all enjoyed. If you did and you're excited for the World Series, leave me a like on the video. Subscribe if you're brand new. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe.